Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa la ilaha illallah, wallahu akbar. Today, inshallah, we want to discuss and reflect on Surah Al-Kahf, the cave, chapter number 18. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ have instructed us to read this chapter, reflect on it, to be able to fight the false Messiah. And the false Messiah is the worst tribulation, the worst test the humanity will face. And one of the main thing is manipulation and deceive. The false Messiah, if everybody can see somebody who's doing a wrong thing or be able to inviting people to do the wrong things or unjust things, obviously, with the human nature, obviously, you'll be rejecting him, you'll be denying him. But here is the point. If I give you $100 bill, all right, there is a big possibility that this bill is fake. And the only one who will know is the person who doesn't take things on the surface. Because if you look from the surface, you'll see that things look fine. But inside that bill, if there is not that line, if there is not that mark inside that line which cannot be manipulated, that means the bill is not authentic, although it looks like the original. And this is why we have to come here. A lot of things, a lot of people will make and will try to invite people for the false deities, for the false gods. For example, you will see in the Christian world, for example, people are inviting Christians for Jesus. Jesus was a very honorable prophet of God. But no. Jesus, he is the Son of God in one occasion. God has brought his Son on earth on one occasion. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, even in the beginning of this surah, this chapter is talking, وَيُنذِرَ الَّذِينَ قَالُوا اتَّخَذَ اللَّهُ وَلَدًا. And they book, and his message of Muhammad is, his job is to warn those who said that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a son. This is number one. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, having a son is kind of weakness, because as you age, I want my son to take care of me, take me to the doctor, my son to get me the medicine from the pharmacy, my son to maybe he can give me money because I am not able to work. So it's a weakness, but God is not weak. God is at all the time, at every second, at every minute, he's capable of taking care of the whole universe and able to take care of all these beings, all these creatures he have created. Number two, they'll tell you that Jesus is God. Jesus himself, he never claimed that. Jesus himself will disown those people who said he is God, because he's a creation of God. And God, he gave him authority to do some things, to do some miracles. But he's no way, without the permission and authorization of the Lord of the heaven and earth, he won't be able to do anything. That's number two. Number three, Jesus himself, when he was in a hardship, he called upon who? He called upon God. God, don't forsake me. So he's weak. He's afraid. God cannot be afraid of anything, and God cannot be weak at anything. Again, Jesus was eating, drinking as a human. And God is not a human. Because of these sustenance, if the food and drink and water, ended or vanished or it doesn't exist, what's going to happen to God? He's going to die. And this is not God. So basically, common sense, regardless how they're trying to phrase it to you, how they're trying to phrase it to people, how they're trying to make it looks like, it's manipulation of the truth, because Jesus himself even never said it. That's number one. You come also to other religion, people who are worshipping cow, or give a big, very consideration to cows and animals and all that stuff. God have created these creatures for you as a human to use, to eat, to enjoy, to help you, in your life. But unfortunately, people took, this is God. I mean, anything which can vanish, anything can be killed, anything can be slaughtered, anything can be, it's not God. Anything it doesn't last for the whole entire life. I mean, for it never dies. It's not God. So this is what's the thing. Number three, you come to people who go and worship tombs, worship graves, worship statues, worship any of those things, and they come and read stuff on it and read this and read that. This is all called associating partners with God. Nobody can help you other than the real God who wants a direct link. Who want a direct link. You call on him or call upon him directly. Then you're going to come to another deceiving manipulation of the attributes, manipulation of the truth, so it can fit a certain agenda. That's how the false Messiah will do. For example, the false Messiah will tell you that yes, selling weapons, selling arms, selling all that stuff, yes, it's okay because we need income, national income. Our debt is so high. But unfortunately, killing, people dying, supplying these conflicts with American weapons is not an issue. False Messiah also will tell you that, oh, we are living in a democracy. Everybody has a vote. Everybody will be able to make his own decision when everybody can cast his ballot. But unfortunately, the big corporations, the lobbyists, all these people who try to lobby the government for causes which can cause people to die, people to suffer, people have no money, people have no even the necessities of life. It's okay because they are threat. Their threat. Although we're here in America, way far, but they're threat. False Messiah will go under and try to convince you to go under the wrong enemy. September 11 happened, which is not really a good thing. It's a basically shame for any human to say that this is okay, because this is never okay. But we as a country go after who? 19 of those hijackers came from one country, Saudi Arabia. Instead of you going with Saudi Arabia or after Saudi Arabia and try to fight Saudi Arabia and say, oh, what are you doing there? How these people came to existence? No. You went to Iraq. They have weapon of mass destruction. Killed millions or dead. Thousands got tortured in Abu Ghraib. Thousands got tortured in these prisons, in these jails. And then what happened? And the other guys who really did the action, no, we have a big business. They're our business partners. We can't do anything to them. They will stop the oil. We cannot even touch them. They're paying us. That's just one of the manipulations. Another manipulation, where in these Middle Eastern countries, the false Messiah will tell you, oh, democracy. Democracy. Everybody have to have a human rights. We're supposed to support human rights. We're supposed to defend human liberties. Everybody has a freedom of speech. And you go who's supporting these dictatorships who abuse their citizens, taking them to jails, killing them, torture them, because of they said something against the government, they said something against the king, they said something against the institution, they said that God or Allah didn't ask us or didn't order us to be unjust. They're basically trying to expose the truth, and we're supporting these dictatorships, and we tell them, good job for killing, good job for repression, and we'll give them even aid every year. And that's what the Messiah will do. He will manipulate the truth to fit into an agenda which the ordinary citizen doesn't really agree with. And as we see right now, people try to start to understand the big manipulation happening in our top offices in the government, because they're being paid. Why we have an 83 years old president when there is so many smart youth, so many smart 40, 50 years old, 60 years old, who graduated from Harvard, who graduated, very smart people. You want to tell me that they cannot be presidents? No. But the whole idea became also that gang in Washington, still the same, and it will be the same, because they're the one. This is another form of dictatorship, but not just one person dictatorship. It's a multiple. It's a few individual dictatorship who controlling everything with the help of other people, with the help of the corporation, with the help of the other interests, so they can oppress the citizens. We have almost 500,000 homeless all over the United States of America. And then, oh no, but we cannot use the money to help those homeless people. No, let's just send the money overseas to kill more people, to sell more weapons, to torture more people, to give these other governments more money. I hope everybody got the message. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين فاستغفروه.